So this game was the first game back in about a month. I pulled my hamstring playing as a skater, caught a rut, just yanked my leg out from under me and just pulled my hamstring. It felt really bad. I still have some of the effects to it today, where randomly if I stretch out a certain way I can feel that hamstring was pulled, and it was not nice. But I took a month off in December to basically heal off this, because my leagues kind of have a few weeks off. It's like 2 weeks off around Christmas, and then I just figured I'd shut it down to begin December just to try to kind of heal for that. So this was my first game back on this, and I was pretty happy with the results. Just because I haven't played over a month, I felt super rusty, and it was just nice to get back on the ice. This team we're playing against have improved a lot since the beginning of the year. They added a few guys that, I'm not saying like they have ringers or anything, but their team just, like, people started showing up, I guess, or maybe, and they became really good and really hard to play against, and it was always fun to play against. The one guy on here, number 12, he scores all the time on me, and I always put his highlights on Instagram and stuff because he has a lot of them, and he is always fun to play against and really hard to stop. And he was the guy that kind of destroyed that warrior stick. I showed a picture of it, and he's on this game, so it's always fun to play against that team. I'm not going to really talk about much gear here, just because at this point I'm not really doing anything new for a few things, just trying to get back into it. But I love being able to go back to this set, and being like a month off, I kind of wanted to dial in specific gear I was going to wear for playoffs, and this was the set I was going to wear for playoffs. So I'll talk about that a little bit more when we actually get into playoffs, because I changed a few things. But I just love this set so much. It was really nice going back into it, and I just, everything about this is so great. So I love putting this stuff on and getting to use it again. So this was a really nice and enjoyable moment for me in game, and I felt pretty good overall, especially for being a month off, and I just felt like I was pretty square and everything felt nice, like really solid. So it was a good return to ice for me. I've had people ask me over and over again of what socks I always recommend, and I've been using Cut Shield for a while now, and have multiple stuff from them. So Cut Shield is a company out of Canada that makes cut resistant socks, and these are their Pro Air 6, which means it's an anti-level 6 for cut resistance on here. They also make pretty awesome slash guards and wrist guards. You see them in the NHL a lot. Basically look for this gray material under players' gloves and under their elbow pads, and it's probably Cut Shield. This version of it has an Evo Shield piece in, so you have slash guard and it's skate cut resistant. This stuff is fantastic, and I absolutely love it. I've been using it for a long time. Did a full review of it up there, so you can check it out. But I now have a coupon code with Cut Shield, so if you want to support the channel, you can check out the link in the description to Cut Shield. Buy some socks, which I think are honestly one of the better socks on the market. I absolutely love them. They're pretty thin, and they are cut resistant, and they're not too hot either. And I have no issues with these whatsoever on my custom skates where I need a really thin one. You can see how you can basically see my skin through them, so they are thin on here. And this part doesn't really feel or get that hot compared to some of those Kevlar socks. So I absolutely love this material. So check them out. I always recommend them. Use my coupon code. You get 25% off, and it helps support the channel so I can keep making videos and making more content. Otherwise, if you want to support the channel without buying anything, check out links in the description to Patreon, buy me a coffee. Everything through there comes again back into the channel so I can keep making more content and doing real reviews. Y'all ready for this? So as you can see, pretty solid overall game. We lost by a goal. Losing 1-0 in beer league is like pretty solid. I had a decent amount of work. My team does a good job though of, like, I get shots, but they do a pretty good job of shutting down extra chances. The one goal is at number 12 I always talked about, who scores on me all the time, and he scores again. He was left pretty alone out front, and I actually get my stick stuck on the net, as you can kind of see. So I had to adjust in that, push out, and just can't get there in time, and he just puts it over my glove. He has a very, very good shot, and he just blew this one by me, unfortunately. Obviously on this one as well, I don't want to get stuck on the net, so I can push out more and kind of attack him more. And I think if I had that extra second, maybe I would have like stood up and just faced him one-on-one a little bit more, but I didn't here, and that's kind of how this one went in. But the rest of the game, I thought I played pretty good. The team played pretty solid as well. I'm just going to get a goal, and 1-0 loss isn't that bad of a thing in beer league.
You're watching HockeyReviews.ca.